Someone is obsessed by your silence. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family, someone is obsessed by your silence. I need somebody to drop in the comments and say you won't hear a word. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say you won't hear a word. Now, most people fail to realize that the more you come off as talkative and the more you speak, the least amount of impact your message have. All right? And the more you come across as needing to be seen, hey, everybody, it's me, the least amount of appealing factor you possess. We know what you're saying right now. But I want y'all to understand is those who are acting like they don't see you, those who are acting like you don't exist are the same people who feel that you are too out there. They feel like you are too talkative. They feel like you're too loud. They feel like you're too accessible. Yeah, we live in a backward society, y'all. The more you be reserved, the more you are to yourself, the more you are quiet, right? The more impact and significance you carry. I know it's crazy, y'all, but it makes a lot of people obsessed, especially those who are watching you from afar, especially those who are paying attention to your next move, especially to those who are trying to see how you going to navigate with this business venture, how you going to navigate with this business endeavor, how you going to navigate in this relationship, this marriage. Yeah, I'm talking about the watchers. Somebody drop in the comments and say, I see you. Yes, sir. Make sure you drop in the comments, family, and say, I see you. And so the case in point is people are going to be very obsessed when you're reserved, conserved, you're to yourself, you're not really out there, all right? But you got a light that shines bright as the sun. It makes people wonder about you. Yeah. They want to know what you're going to do next. They want to know what you're going to invest into. They want to know who you're going to marry, who you're going to be in a relationship with next. They want to know what kind of car you're going to drive, where you're going to stay at. They want to know. They want the info. All right, somebody drop in the comments and say I won't disclose it. All right, but listen, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get directly into this video. As y'all can see, family, we are right here in front of the legendary Great Couch. Anytime I am in front of the legendary Great Couch, y'all, something legendary going to be said, and that's just how they go. I'm sending nothing but love, peace, and prosperity to the family. I hope y'all are having a marvelous day because your boy is having a delightful one. And y'all, we just going to get right into it. Make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Yes, sir. Not only that, y'all, but y'all be sure to ring my bell so you can be notified after every single video I post. Let's get right into it, y'all. And by the way, this is irrelevant. It don't got nothing to do with nothing. But it is white lip season, y'all. So if you catch a boy with white lips, you won't catch me today. All right, I put my Carmex on, but you know, fall is coming. Well, fall is here, and we are creeping into winter, y'all. So yeah, white lip season is here, family. Nothing to do with nothing, but I had to say that. Number one, y'all, it's gonna be this right here. It makes you a challenge, all right? It makes you a challenge. This is why they are obsessed by your silence. See, everybody else is easy, okay? Everybody else is not really putting up a fight to be, you know, in the presence of them, or no one else is really carrying the status and carrying the class that you carry. Not too many people are doing that. And so when they see you, they like, oh, you a challenge. Yeah, it makes them, you know, feel the thrill, if you will, right? You make them want to chase you. And I'm not saying this as a prize or like this is a great and amazing thing. You know, he chasing me, she chasing me. That's not what I'm trying to say, y'all. But what I will say is that's with the job. That is with the relationship. That is in the dating pool, no matter how messed up it is. And the list goes on. When you show a person that you are a challenge, they want to see if they can defeat the challenge. They want to see if they can defeat the level. Yeah. You take a group of women, okay, and you take one powerful, handsome guy who has status. He got everything, right? Money, cars, whatever. And out of all the women, you know, it's one who stands out. All the other women are like, hey, how you doing, Tyrone? How you doing, Jamal? Whatever the case is. How you doing, Michael? Hey, you know. And so what happens is he see them, but the one who ain't said nothing, the one who quiet, the one who, real reserved, the one who kind of mean a little bit. Yeah, that's the one he gonna go after. Why? Because she is a challenge. Okay, she is a challenge. Have y'all ever seen How to Be a Player? Or no, not How to Be a Player, but Getting Played. No, y'all, it was How to Be a Player. Yeah, my bad. How to Be a Player with Bill Bellamy. All right, all the women who he had on his team, they were easy. He already conquered them. He already slept with them. He already did all that he could do, or all that a man could do with a woman, right? But the one who was named Katrina, it was the light-skinned chick with the curly hair. She was big in the 90s, right? She ain't really doing too much right now, but she was really big in the 90s, and she was in the movie as well. And so it was his sister's friend, and she came over, and first she was really digging him genuinely. But then she seen that, oh, he a player. You know what? The movie is called How to Be a Player. Her whole goal was to play the player, right? Long story short, she wasn't as easy as the other women. She became the challenge. So guess what? He pursued her. He chased her. He had to throw obstacles out there for her. He had to do more to get with her. And that is life, y'all. That's life. I don't care if it's a business deal. Think about it like this. You have a certain amount of money that you charge for your services or your products, right? Well, if they're saying that you are the hottest commodity, if they're saying that you are the best that's on the market and the product and service that you offer is very well worth it, they are willing to pay that price. You know why? Because it is a challenge. If it's so easy to get, if it's so cheap, then I really don't want that. Yeah, I want the one that costs the most, because in my mind, human psychology says that if it costs more, then it must be better. And if everybody is talking about it and paying for it, it must be good. If it costs less, then it must be cheap. And if ain't nobody really touching that, then I don't really want to have that. It's not necessarily a challenge. People want a challenge when it comes to a product or service. People want a challenge when it comes to a contract, right? Why you want to sign me so fast? That is the human psychology of people. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? You can try to give a person $100 on the street. Hey, y'all, I'm giving out a free $100. People gonna look at you like, hey, what's up with that $100? Did you put it up your nose? You put it in your butt crack? Where you got that $100 from? But the sad reality is it's $100. People love a challenge. Point blank period. I ain't make the rules, y'all. That's just the way it is. Number 2, it's going with this right here, y'all. Ignoring them eats at their ego. Yes, sir. Let me say it louder. For my chosen ones in the back. Listen, family. Ignoring them eats at their ego. Listen, y'all. Some people can have it all. They can have everything that a man ever wanted. They can have everything that a woman ever craved or desired. They can have anything and everything in this world. But if that one thing over there that looks valuable, it's shiny, it has a light, it got a glow, everybody wants it. And if they can't get it, it's going to eat at their ego. Yeah. And I'm going to speak on this. I'm not even trying to throw the ladies a bone, but I'm just going to be honest. I can speak on this because I'm a man. Most men who are in positions of power, they have a lot of money, they are in high they're in high statuses and around people with high statuses. They are in high levels. They feel like they can get anything they desire, anything they want. They feel like, why can't I have it? I should be able to buy it. And if I can't buy it, it should desire me naturally because I am me. This is the ego of a powerful man. Very egotistical. Not all, but a lot of men get in positions of power and they either fall, they either misuse their power, mislead people, all because of the power, all because of where they feel that they sit. The point is, y'all, is that a powerful king or a powerful man, they can't take a woman ignoring them. They can't take a business ignoring them. They can't take rejection. It's just like a very beautiful woman. It's the same thing. A very powerful man cannot take rejection, and a very beautiful woman cannot take rejection, because at the end of the day, in their mentality, they're saying it's me, it's me, baby, right? And so it's going to continue to ignore. It's going to continue to eat at their ego, because you are ignoring who they are, you are ignoring their power, you are ignoring their beauty, and that feeds their insecurities. Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. Number 3 is gonna be this right here, y'all. It increases your value. It increases your value. You got to understand that. Listen, y'all, the dating pool is economics, all right? Relationships are economics. Friendships are economics. Who you are as an individual is economics. Why? Because supply and demand is going to always exist. So if people are demanding something, then whatever that something is, people are going to supply it. So anytime demand increases, right, then the supply has to increase. Anytime the demand decrease, then the supply has to decrease. Why? Because it is a conflict of interest if I keep giving you something that people don't want. I keep providing something that people don't want. Reno, what does this have to do with my value increasing? See, the more people want you, the more your value go up, right? So I take speakers like Inky Johnson, E.T., right? Trent Shelton. It's a lot Les Brown. Listen, y'all, when people pay them to speak, they're not paying them because they can deliver this amazing message. No, they're paying for the value. They're paying for the value. So it's the work that they put in. It's the time they put in, the amount of people they've already impacted, social media presence, the tickets that they're going to sell, the impact that they're going to bring to their event. They're paying for the value. Therefore, if they say, hey, I charge $10,000 to speak, they got to pay $10,000. Gary Vee wants 6 figures to speak. David Goggins wants 6 figures to speak. Some people want 7 just to speak. They're paying for their value. And so when a person says, I don't want to speak at your venue, I don't want to be a part of your business, I don't want to, it's going to make people say, well, what I got to pay you? What I got to pay you? What do I got to give you? We need you. We crave you. What happens is your value increases and the payment increases as well because of your value, right? Make sense of what I'm saying, y'all? Drop in the comments and let me know. If the value of a Maserati is $200,000, then someone is going to come with the amount of $200,000 in dollars in baht. Well, I ain't gonna say baht because baht is a whole nother currency, but y'all get what I'm saying. $200,000 in baht, $200,000 in USD, like $200,000 that is valuable to the same amount of that Maserati or whatever the service or product is. They're going to pay that. They're going to pay it. Point blank period. All right. But number 4 is going to be this right here, y'all. The unknown is exciting. The unknown is exciting. Okay. You know what, family? It don't matter how wild it is. It don't matter how dangerous it is. It don't matter how unpromising it is. People want to experience and explore the things that they see as a mystery. That's a man, that's a woman, that's a job, that's a vacation. You can tell people, hey man, they be killing people over there, man. Don't go over there. That's where everybody get murdered at. You don't do it, right? Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get my boarding pass. Life today is backwards. We live in an era where it's backwards. People want to go to where the danger is. I heard a comedian say, hey, I'm a married man and, I don't need to be around trouble, but I'm going out tonight. I want to be as close as trouble. I want to be as close to trouble as possible. I don't want to get in trouble, but I want to be as closest to it as possible, right? That is the psychological aspect of a human. That's how they feel. The unknown is exciting. Think about it. Even with Adam and Eve, God gave specific instructions. He said, you can eat from any tree that you desire. Just don't eat from this one. This is forbidden fruit. And for a minute, they was like, you know what, God, you right. We ain't gonna do that. And then that serpent came around there slithering, came around there talking smooth and slick how we do. And bam, here we are. Jesus have to die for our sins. Now we got to die. Now we got to do all these different things, to be resurrected and all these different things that now is something that we got to qualify for. The point is, y'all, is this right here. The unknown is exciting. They didn't know what they was going to get, or Adam and Eve didn't know what they was going to get. They didn't know how it was going to be. It was exciting just to do something that they was not supposed to do. Yeah. That's why a lot of married people want to be single, and that's why a lot of single people want to be married or in relationships. Let me say that once again. That's why a lot of married people want to be single, and a lot of single people want to be married or in relationships. Because a lot of times people want what they can't have, and those who are on the flip side want the same thing. So it's like a rapper wanting to be an athlete wanting to be a rapper. The unknown is exciting. I just don't know about how it is over there. I got to experience it. No matter how wild, dangerous, or unpromising it is. People love to experience the unknown because it seems so exciting, right? Number 5 is going to be this right here, y'all. Your validation is fulfilling. Your validation is fulfilling. Y'all, I've been watching a lot of vampire movies lately. And I watched Twilight. I watched this movie called Fright Night. I watched a movie called The Interview with the Vampire. Okay, I know y'all gonna talk about me, but yes, y'all, I've been watching some vampire movies. I think they're very interesting, by the way. But one movie that stood out, one thing that stood out to me in all those movies is vampires can eat regular food, but it never fulfills them, right? They have to feed. And we all know what feed mean. They got to suck your blood, all right? But it's not fulfilling. And that's the same thing with yourself, right? Like, a person can get compliments from other people. They can get attention from other people. They can get love from other people. But if it's not coming from you, it's unfulfilling. It don't quite quench that thirst, right, as it should. It's just a little different when it comes from you. And so I need you to understand that it comes from your silence. People are obsessed by your silence. You don't really say much. A person who compliments someone is all the time is not going to really stand out like the person who don't compliment that same person all the time, right? Like if a man compliment a woman, 20 times a day, it ain't going to hit like the man who compliments a woman 2-3 times a day. You follow what I'm saying? She don't hear it like that. So that validation is fulfilling because it comes across as more valuable. Does that make sense? Drop in the comments and let me know, y'all. But the point is, someone is obsessed by your silence. Y'all already know how we do, y'all. We're going to go ahead and conclude this, but I'm going to leave you with this right here, y'all. You have the right to remain silent, right? Somebody drop that down below in the comments. I have the right to remain silent. You have the right to remain silent, y'all. So utilize and exercise your right. It makes you very powerful, okay? But family, as we conclude this video, I just want to say, be sure to go over to the Rich Mentality Academy, join the membership, meet your tribe. Y'all can be sure to book a one-on-one session with your boy, check out any one of my books, and of course, be sure to get you a Yes Sir t-shirt. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Keep a rich mentality. Peace.